Today, you did lesson 2.1 in prime time. Your learning target was, I can decide when finding common multiples is useful in solving a problem. Your application problems are 1 through 15. On page 34, it says, for exercises 1 through 8, list the common multiples from 1 to 100 for each pair of numbers. Then find the least common multiple for each pair. I am going to do the odd numbers. So, number 1, we need to find the multiples of 8 and 12 up to 100. So if I list my multiples of 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80, 88, 96, and then for 12, I have 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96. So those are all of the multiples of 8 and 12. So now let's look at the common multiples. Well, 24 is a common multiple. 48 is a common multiple. 72 is a common multiple. And 96 is a common multiple. Now we need to determine what is the least common multiple. That is the smallest number that 8 and 12 share. And that number is 24. So I'm going to write 24 in blue. So the least common multiple equals 24. Number 3 wants you to find the least common multiples of 7 and 11. So our multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, 84, 91, 98. Then we have our multiples of 11. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99. So the only number that 7 and 11 share is 77. So again in blue, our least common multiple equals 77. Your next pair is 24, oops, that's okay, and 36. And we are finding the least common multiple. So first we need to list the multiples of 24 and 36 up to 100. So we have 24, 48, 72, and then 96, and then you have 36, 72, and that's as many as you can do before you pass 100. So our least common multiple is 72. So in red, LCM equals 72. 7 is 42 and 14. So if I list my multiples of 42, I have 42 and then 84. I can't add another 42 to that because then I will be over 100. So then I have 14 28 42 56 70 84 98. So our least common multiple, so our multiples, we have 42 and 84. Our least common multiple is the smallest number they have in common. So our smallest number, our LCM, equals 42. And you now need to do 2, 4, 6, and 8 on your own. The next one, 9, says, find the 3 pairs of numbers for which the least common multiple equals the product of the 2 numbers. So, we need to find 3 pairs of numbers for which the least common multiple equals the product of the 2 numbers. So you need to pick 2 numbers. So let's look at 2 and 4. For example, if I list my multiples of 2, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. My least common multiple is 4, but 4 and 2 is 8. So that is a common multiple, but it's not the least common multiple. So 2 and 4 don't work. So you should not have 2 and 4 on your paper. Let's try another set of numbers. What about 3 and 5? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So our common multiple is 15, and 3 times 5 equals 15. So their least common multiple is 15, and their product is 15. So you need to find 2 other pairs. So one pair might be 3 and 5, and then you need to find 2 other pairs. So if we look at 3 and 5, so we said 3, 5. It wants to know, look at the pairs of numbers you found in part A. What is true about all 3 pairs of these numbers? So, let's think of the factors. So 3, its factors are 1 and 3, and 5 is 1 and 5. So they don't have a single common factor except for 1, and that is why they work. For the next one, I'm going to do the odd ones. It says for exercises 10 through 13, find 2 pairs of numbers with the given number as their least common multiple. So 11, we're looking at 11, you need to do 10. 11, the number I need to find is 36. So first, let's list my factors of 36. So I have 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9. So I'm going to pick a factor pair, and I'm going to go with 4 and 9. And so if I list my factors, my multiples of 4, I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. And then I have my 9s, 9, 18, 27, 36. My least common multiple is 36. So my factor pair of 4 and 9, their least common multiple too, is 36. 13 says 105. So now we need to list the factors of 105. So I have 1 and 105. (105) can be divided by 3, and you get 35. Cannot be divided by 4. It can be divided by 5. You get 21. I don't think it can be divided by 6 or 7. 7 it can. Don't know about 8 or 9. So we're going to stop there. So now I have to pick a set of factor pairs here for 105. So I'm going to pick 3 and 35. So if I skip count by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, all the way to 105, and then I do 35, I have 35, 70, 105. This is going to be their least common factor as well. You need to do 10 and 12 on your own. 14 says, a restaurant is open 24 hours a day. The manager wants to divide the day into work shifts of equal length. The shifts should not overlap. All shifts duration should be a whole number of hours. Describe the different ways this can be done. So for 14a, I should see all factors with a description. So for example, you might say there would be one 24-hour shift. One and 24 are a factor pair. B says the manager turns on the restaurant's neon signs at the same time. Both signs blink as they turn on. One sign blinks every 9 seconds. The other sign blinks every 15 seconds. How many seconds will they blink together again? So our numbers in there were 9 and 15. I want to know when they will blink together. This is when we need to list the multiples and find the least common multiple. So you guys should be able to do this. So list multiples. So I should see on your paper 9, 18, and so on, and then 15 and 30 and so on. The number they have in common, the smallest number they have in common as a multiple, is your least common multiple. 15. The school cafeteria serves pizza every 6th day and applesauce every 8th day. So again, I have 6 and 8. Suppose that pizza and applesauce are both on today's menu. How many days will they be together on the menu again? Again, you are listing the multiples. So if I'm listing my multiples, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 8, 16, 24, 32. So, off the bat, I already have a common multiple of 24. So this means that in 24 days, pizza and applesauce will be on the same day. Pizza and applesauce will be on the same day.